Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. I'm here to do my melts for the week. So my empties and my unempties. As usual, bit to get through. I thought I was only going to melt for like 5 days this week. I thought I was going to go into the office twice. I didn't end up going into the office. So yeah, it's a full week of melting. So where do I start? I will start with this one. So Super Tarts Palo Santo Red Mac Apple and Ocean. This one is a like but not a love for me. The Palo Santo is not very strong in it. So it's mostly the Mac Apple and the Ocean. Which is not bad. Like, it's a nice oceanic apple scent. They are a decent combo, but it's not like what I'm crazy about. There's a very slight woody tone to it, but yeah, I would have liked more Palo. Throw was sort of, it was, what have I got in my, something, oh, bit of glitter. Throw was medium to high. I don't think that's one. I do have a clamshell of it, and I might blend it with something. I feel like it just needs a bit more oomph, but I don't quite know what yet. I did this little shot cup of Midnight, or it was like a half a shot cup from Kay. And I did it with some scoopable Palo Santo. I'm actually melting that in this room right now. It's not bad. It's just it's just the Midnight kind of adds different woody tones to the Palo, like more of a cedar kind of tone. And a bit more masculine. So it's kind of just woody vibes here. Throws medium in here, I'd say. Like, I can smell it, but it's not super strong. Midnight is not a repurchase. Palo Santo from Scoopable, probably not either. I don't mind their Palo, but it's not the strongest of the Palos that I have to blend, and it's good, but it's not my favourite one either. So, but it'll be good. This is the first time I've used that scoop. Felicity. So this is coffee, cake batter, and cornbread from Super Tarts. This one is not bad. It's just kind of not the, I enjoy coffee bakery scents, but this one is a little bit too strong on the coffee. Like, I would have preferred stronger cornbread and cake batter. You definitely can smell them. They're definitely there. They smell good, but just this is quite a strong coffee scent. It throws very strongly. It's not a repurchase though. I'm just, yeah, scaling down the amount of coffee I have in my collection anyway. It possibly is because I don't really drink coffee anymore. I'm just not interested in the scent of it. I don't know. I mean, it's been a while since I stopped drinking coffee, but anyway. And I actually have started drinking coffee occasionally again, but it's not something I do regularly anymore. Morning Monster. So this is roasted coffee, butter brickle, and cheesecake. This one, not a huge fan of because I don't love the butter brickle. I think the coffee note smells really good in here. I don't know about the cheesecake either, to be honest. Yeah, there's kind of odd sweet bakery elements in here that I'm just not a huge fan of. And definitely the butter brickle, no. Good throw, but not a repurchase. Super Tarts Mr. Myers. So this is 4 Leaves Campfire Vanilla Bean. I feel like I should love this scent. So I love Super Tarts 4 Leaves. Her Campfire is pretty good as well. And the vanilla, like, I really feel like I should love this one. And I just don't. I don't know why. It doesn't actually really smell like her normal 4 Leaves to me. It smells more earthy. Almost like a dirt scent. I don't mind it. It's the thing, I don't mind it. And I do like it in blends. But when I melt it on its own, I'm just like, you know. And I feel like I should love it. Her 4 Leaves is usually a home run. But this really doesn't smell like her standard 4 Leaves. This one, it's sort of medium to high as well. It got a little bit lost. I could smell it, but it wasn't like, you know. So I don't actually think I'd be getting Mr. Myers again. Like, I like it, but I expect more from it. Super Tarts Neil. So this is Campfire, Green Ivy, Mint Leaf, and Driftwood. This one I do really enjoy. I don't reach for it as much as I should, but it's got a really unique green tone to it. It's a little bit sweet and a little bit minty. It's the ivy and the mint leaf together. And then slightly woody tones, a little bit of smokiness from the campfire. It is very good. It throws pretty well. I'd say medium to high. I think I have another clam of it. It's one I go through so slowly that I don't know if I need to rush out and get it again. Like, I just have other scents in that kind of scent family that I like more than Neil, but it is nice. Super Tarts, Festival of Lights, and Coconut Cream Pie. So this is pecan, arugula cookies, charlotte bread, brown sugar, cinnamon, and coconut cream pie. This one is pretty good. I used to really enjoy Festival of Lights, but the last few times I've melted it, I haven't really enjoyed it. It's kind of picked up like a chocolatey, nutty tone that I haven't loved. But this one, I feel like the coconut cream pie improves it. Kind of, I don't know, whatever that chocolatey note is, it kind of masks it. Gives it a slightly toasty vibe. So yeah, this one is pretty good. It throws well. I don't think it's a repurchase just because I'm just not like crazy about it, but it is good and I like it better than Festival of Lights on its own these days. I have a clamshell of Super Tarts French Baguette, but I can't remember what I blended it with. It will come to me. It will probably be something in the Unempties, so I'll get to that when I get to that. I have this shot cup from Villainous Wax called We Wants the Redhead. So this is pipe tobacco, pomegranate seeds, and vanilla. I had to change this one out. I didn't like it at all. The pomegranate has this weird kind of sour, almost kind of like pea smell. Yeah, I didn't like it. It's like sweet, but there's this, yeah, it's like a kind of urine sort of thing to my nose. I didn't like that. Changed it out. It threw well, but yeah, nothing I would buy again. Hayden Row Palo Beach. So this is Palo Santo, Driftwood, and vanilla milk, I think. So I forgot what was melting when this was going. It smells very vanilla-like in the bag, but it doesn't when it's melting. It smells very hippie, like very kind of head shop-like. So, which is interesting because Driftwood doesn't. Most Driftwoods don't normally give that, but I do think Hayden Rose is very kind of like an incense. So yeah, this one was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I know I went in there a few times and I did enjoy it. It throws very strongly. I don't know if I have to get this one again, but I do like it. Tea Time Tarts Boyfriend Tea. So this is Blue Sugar Mahogany Woods. This one is not bad. Yeah, it's just your typical kind of masculine, woody, blue sugar scent. I can't really comment on the throw because I made a bit of a mistake. It was a sample and it came in 3 little of the little shell things. I know now that you have to use a minimum of 2 of those shells and sometimes even 3. They're not very big. But I did 1.5. So the first time I used it, I did 1.5. Barely got any throw. Then I only had 1.5 left. So I had to do 1.5 again. I think it would have performed better with more in the warmers, but because I didn't do that, it didn't really throw. So, but it smells good. Boom Boom Water Lily and Jasmine from L3. So this is pretty, but I did have to change it. Yeah, it's a very kind of like aquatic leaning floral with that body care boom boom undertone. So I liked it, but I was in real headache mode that day, and this one, the florals just instantly triggered the headache. Strong throw. Don't think I'd repurchase it. It was pretty though. Empire Alchemy Santa's Workshop. So this is wood shavings, Fraser Fir, sugar cookies, amber, smoked woods, and Palo Santo. This is really nice. I really do enjoy this. There's a very slight pop of like a tree-like sweet scent. So I think it's the Fraser Fir and the sugar cookies combining together. It's woodsy, it's complex, it's, you know, got some sweetness. It's really, really pretty. Solid medium throw, maybe medium high. Like I could definitely smell it. Could be stronger. Possibly would repurchase it. I do like that one. Frosted Juniper and Seattle Rain from L3. This one has been a love of mine. But what I'm finding is that I think Seattle Rain, I mean, it could have just been the particular point in the week that I did it, but I think Seattle Rain is a headache trigger for me. Because I did a few Seattle Rain scents. You'll see them when I get to my Unempties, and I had a pretty bad headache that night. So I don't know. I'll have to test it out again. It might have just been bad luck. My headaches have been reasonably under control. So now when I do get a bad one, it's kind of a bit more of an event than it was a while ago. A while ago, it was just headaches all the time. It smells so good though. Like, it's just so crisp and fresh, and oh, it is really, really good. I love the blend. But yeah, if it's a headache trigger, then I might have to do something about that. I do have a few more shapes because I bought like 3, I think, shapes in it. Very, very strong throw. We'll have to see how I go with this whole headache situation before I decide whether I repurchase that one, unfortunately. Pumpkin Pecan Waffles Palo Santo and Buttercream from L3. I absolutely adore this blend. I need to get more ASAP. I love buttercream as a blender. Like, it is just one of my favorite creamy sweet blenders. Like, possibly more so than marshmallow, vanilla, anything. I'm really into buttercream. Maybe not all vendor buttercreams, but L3's buttercream. And then, yeah, you get the woody Palo and the pumpkin pecan waffles. It's just a delicious bakery Palo mix. So, love, love, love that. Definitely, I've had a few creamy Palo pumpkin pecan waffle blends, and this one is my favorite. We'll definitely get more of that. It throws really well as well. Empire Alchemy Camping at the Beach. So, this is Ocean Breezes, Smoldering Marshmallow, Warm Caramel Woods Tobacco, Vanilla Crumb Donut. So, this one I like. I really do like this. I wish it threw stronger. It was sort of medium, maybe leaning medium high. But it's such a nice blend. Like, it's kind of in that sort of beach night zone, but the warm caramel woods and tobacco just make it so much more complex and just interesting. It's got a really beautiful sweetness to it. So I really enjoy this one. I do wish it threw a little bit better, but still, I would get it again. It is very good. Super Tarts Charlie Tango. So I put this on. I think I changed something else out. Oh, that villainous wax scent. Charlie Tango is watermelon, I think sandalwood and rain or raindrops. I'm not sure. So I'm not the biggest fan of watermelon scents. This one is okay because it has the woodiness and the fresh rain. But it's definitely the watermelon you get the most. So it's not bad as far as watermelon scents go. This is one of the most tolerable for me. The throw is, it's kind of odd. It feels like it's strong when you first come into the room, but I start to not notice it very quickly. I sort of have to leave the room and come back. So, not a repurchase just because I'm not big into watermelon, but yeah. I feel like my voice is very kind of husky. It is late at night and we've had my son's birthday party and stuff, so quite tired. Anyway. Cooper Claus needs a latte with whipped cream. So I did this one and Cooper Claus needs a latte in separate areas. I like Cooper Claus needs a latte. I did not like this at all. The addition of the whipped cream. No. The whipped cream, it adds like this sweetness and it's really artificial and just it's not good. So yeah, I had this in my bedrooms today and I really didn't like it. It's throwing pardon me. It threw, sort of medium high. Not a repurchase, that one. It wasn't a purchase anyway, it was a sample, but you know what I mean. Pumpkin Parcel, Oscar Martinez and Trick or Treat. So Oscar Martinez is, oh, sorry, I put my feet on the, I shouldn't do that. I put my feet on the stool that I rest my button on, but it makes the thing shake. This one's got like that orange chili pepper oil. And I can't remember what Trick or Treat is. So this was very sweet. This was very candy, fruity, sweet. It was not bad though. It was just maybe a little bit full on for what I was looking for that particular evening. So yeah, it was, yeah, very, very full on. That's all I could really think of was like candy, fruity, sweet. Very strong throw. Probably not a repurchase. I do have Oscar Martinez, which I can't remember exactly what it is, but anyway, it's part of that blend. Grey Days from Empire Alchemy. So this is Whitewoods, Palo Santo, Leather, Vetiver, Marshmallows, and Amber. I really enjoy this. You don't get leather in this blend. I don't think it's a leather blend at all. It's got quite a sweetness to it. The marshmallows and the amber. She does these really good marshmallow amber combos. So yeah, there's quite a sweetness to it in the heart, but then you definitely get like woodsiness as well. So really, really pretty. I do wish it threw better. I think this is medium at best, but yeah, I would possibly get it again in small quantities. And the last empty before the unempties, so L3 blackberry jam, butter cookies, zucchini bread, roasted coffee. This one arrived in the box that came this week, and I got 3 melts out of it. It was 2.25 to 2.75 ounce, depending on the shape. I think it was probably leaning closer to 2 ounce, because I only got 3 melts out of it. I probably should have let it sit for longer because the throw was sort of light to medium. It did smell really good, and it did kind of, sometimes since when I do them in my lounge room, they build up in my bathroom, because the bathroom's kind of just off the hall from the lounge room, and it did do that a little bit, I noticed, because when I went into the bathroom, it smelled really delicious. Like you kind of get a concentrated blast of whatever you're melting sometimes when you go in there. And yeah, this was, you got all of the elements. The roasted coffee is not too strong. I do find it gets a little bit lost in bakery blends sometimes, but I just love it as just a little coffee pop. So yeah, really like that. I do have another shape of it, so I'm going to let it sit for a bit and see if that helps. Because yeah, this was not strong enough, but it was really delicious, and I would possibly get it again if I can get it to throw better. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the unempties. So I'll do scoops first because I have a few scoops. Actually, let me just move my empties over so I have space and don't have like avalanches of wax again. I'm almost guaranteed I will have a wax avalanche, but anyway. Alright, so I just had like, has this changed lids? But I don't think so. Blackberry mango birthday cake from Scoopable Tart Wax. So blackberry blended with mango and birthday cake. This scent is delicious. There is something about the blackberry mango combo that Rose Girls and Scoopable offer that I just have struggled to replicate. Okay. Yeah, I've struggled to replicate. I think, yeah, I don't know. Nothing that smells as good as this. I had at first blackberry mango cup of cake from Rose Girls a while ago, and I fell in love. And then it just didn't get re-poured. So this version, it's that delicious blackberry mango combo, which is just so freaking good. And just a little bit of a sweet bakery. It doesn't really smell like, obviously, birthday cake, which is probably good because I don't love birthday cake. But this blend, when I just want a delicious, fruity, slightly bakery combo, this is an absolute favourite. So I have this, and I also got like a quarter pie in this scent as well because it's so good. It threw pretty well in here. I don't know how it will do in the bigger spaces, but in here, in my office, it did fairly well. 100% will always be a repurchase. I just love that scent so much. L3 strawberry pound cake, vanilla butter fudge, and raspberry whip. This is really good. This I really do enjoy. I think I get more raspberry than I get strawberry, but it's definitely not like an intense, like raspberry whip can be quite strong. It's definitely not like an overly intense raspberry. I think the strawberry blends well with it. And the vanilla butter fudge, like I just love vanilla butter fudge as a blender. It's really good. So yeah, really enjoy this. Throws well, probably would get it again. It's good. Scoopable lemon biscotti Noel. So this is lemon biscotti blended with vanilla bean Noel. Really good. Not particularly unique though. I feel like I've had a lot of lemon bakeries like it. There is a lemon biscotti oil out there that I absolutely adore, and this one is good, but I don't think it's that. It doesn't have, there's just this special kind of, it's honestly indescribable kind of aspect to that one that I really like. And I don't smell that here. So it just smells like a sweet kind of refined lemon bakery with a bit of vanilla. Like it's nice, but it's not like, you know, super unique. Threw pretty well up here. I don't know if it's a repurchase because again, I could probably get this scent anywhere, but it is nice. L3 Waxy Wonders, blackberry, lemon curd, zucchini bread. This I do enjoy. I've had other blackberry lemon curd scents and they have not been biggest favourites of mine, but the zucchini bread in this I think balances it out really well. Yeah, it's really sharp and sweet and zingy, but the zucchini bread is a really good counterpoint to it. So, great throw. This one's very strong. Don't know if it's a repurchase, but I have enjoyed it. Melting in my kitchen at the moment, Sandalwood and Black Amber from L3. It's really good. It's really pretty. It's kind of basic in some ways. It's very kind of... It reminds me of incense, but in a really feminine kind of way. Like a very sensual kind of way. It adds a really nice warmth to the room. Like, I do really enjoy scents like this. Yeah, no, this is really, really good. I do enjoy them like a little bit more hippied up. Like, I like them sometimes with a bit of patchouli or something. But this is really good on its own too. This one is very, very strong. Possibly a repurchase. I don't know. I do enjoy it. I don't reach for it very often though. L3 La Llorona. So this one is Seaside Cotton, Rainstorms and Forest Air. This one I like, but it's not a love for me. I really thought this one would be I'd be crazy for, but I think I just don't love that Seaside Cotton. Because yeah, this is a Rainstorm scent. It's mostly Rainstorm. But sometimes I feel like I would prefer to be melting just Rainstorm to this. It does have a really nice fresh air kind of thing to it, but yeah, no, I like it, but I just don't love it. I get pretty good throw from it. I don't think that one's a repurchase though. Okay. L3 Strawberry Pound Cake, Vanilla Cookies, Vanilla Butter Fudge, Vanilla Bean Noel. I really, really like this loaf. It's a bit of a sleeper. Like, I feel like I haven't really gotten excited about it, but I was melting it this week. I'm like, this smells really, really good. I feel like you get a lot of vanilla butter fudge and maybe the vanilla cookies, like, but vanilla butter fudge has this really beautiful denseness to it that cookie scents don't have, you know? And you can really smell the strawberry, but it smells good. Like, L3 strawberry pound cake, doesn't always work for me, but this, I really, really like this. It's just a really delicious strawberry fudgy scent. And when it was melting, I was like, this is, you know, this is just really, really good stuff. Really strong throw as well. Probably one of the strongest scents I was melting that morning. I do think I would get this again. Maybe in a scoop. I don't know about a loaf again, but I would get it in a scoop. I think it's really good. L3 Buttermilk Pie. So this is vanilla custard, sugar cookie, creme brulee pie crust. I really like buttermilk pie. It's just another one of those L3 blender scents that's just like vanilla bakery blenders that it's, you know, unique and different in its own right, but it just goes with so many things. It's the creme brulee note for me that really sets it apart because it has that slightly kind of burnt caramelized tone. Like slightly burnt sugar, but not over the top. So yeah, I really like it. I like it in blends. I like it on its own. I melted it on its own this time. Throws really well for me. I've got a scoop of it. I've already repurchased it. So Rose Girls Wicked Plumbers. So this is birthday cake, lemon cheesecake, waffle cone, and carbs, which is donuts, cookies, and bread. This is very good. I really like it. I know some people say they can't smell the lemon, and I can kind of see why, because it is very subtle, but I can definitely smell it, and it's definitely what I enjoy about the blend. Because I can smell the carbs, which I never used to really like carbs, but I've come around on it. So it's definitely, I feel like the carbs and the waffle cone, and I guess the birthday cake, but I can't really smell that so much. I feel like that's a really dense cheesecake base. And then the lemon cheesecake, just like, it's like you can just smell some lemon cheesecake. It's like you're smelling the cheesecake from the base, you know. It's so delicious. I get pretty good throw from this one. I will get this one again. So when Rose Girls does the next Mario Melters pre-order, I don't think I will be doing a huge order. I don't have a huge number of scents that I go crazy over from that collection. I know a lot of people do, but there's only a couple for me. But this one I definitely think I will get again. Fallen Leaves, Bonfire Bliss, and Seattle Rain from L3. So This one honestly mostly smells like Seattle Rain. I think I get Seattle Rain and a bit of Fallen Leaves. I don't really smell the Bonfire Bliss, which makes me sad because that was what I was really looking forward to, for it to being that kind of pretty smoky scent with a little bit of a rain element. But this one is pretty much a straight Seattle Rain and Fallen Leaves. And like I said before, I think I'm having headache issues with Seattle Rain. So this one didn't really sit well with me, I think. So yeah, I don't know. It throws really strongly, but it's not a repurchase because I should just melt Seattle Rain. Like, I wanted Bonfire Bliss. I do think I've had some L3, I don't know why, some L3 blends where the Bonfire Bliss comes through really strongly and really nicely, and others where I can't smell it. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Glitterati, Strawberry Pound Cake, and Lou's Bakery. So this is, it's okay. It's not a favourite. Her Strawberry Pound Cake is not my favourite. It's a bit artificial smelling, and I don't know about Lou's Bakery either, but yeah, this is just, it smells like a Strawberry Pound Cake, slightly bakery blend, but it's nothing, yeah, I've had Strawberry Pound Cake bakery scents that have been a lot more suited to my tastes. So it throws medium to high as well. It's also not the strongest throwing scent, especially for Glitterati. Yeah, not something I need to get again. This one also, I've never had this happen before, but when I sliced it, normally Glitterati slices like, you know, absolute butter, but a whole chunk came out. So that was a bit odd for Glitterati too. So Cardamom Cream Latte from Empire Alchemy. So this is cardamom, steamed milk, espresso, vanilla bean, coconut shortbread. This one I quite like. It's quite unique, I think. Like the cardamom, it has like almost like a nutty, not nutty, but it's not like real spicy. Well, I suppose it's cardamom spicy, but it's, anyway, the coffee is quite subtle. It smells more like a kind of cardamom milk, but there's definitely bakery elements there, so I definitely can smell like a shortbread. So I do enjoy this one. It's quite, yeah, it's a unique kind of scent, but it's also quite comforting and familiar at the same time. Medium to high throw. Don't think I need to get it after I finish this one. It's one of those scents that I've enjoyed it, but once I'm done, I'll be done. But still, it's pretty good. Blackberry mango sorbet cupcakes at Tiffany's. So this was one of my attempts to try to get to that blackberry mango combination that I enjoy so much from that scoopable blend. I didn't get it here. It does smell good though. So the blackberry mango actually smells really good in this. The cupcakes at Tiffany's though, it comes out very toffee-like, and that wasn't quite what I wanted. I think I did this blend because I've had a really good mango cupcakes at Tiffany's scent, and so I was sort of hoping to capture that. But no, the toffee note in here from cupcakes at Tiffany's does bother me a bit. So this one, it's okay, but it's nothing that I really enjoy. Good throw, very strong throw. Not a repurchase though. I customed this one in March 21. I've still got 1 1/3 chunks left. So I mean, I've been melting through it, but yeah. Knew I'd start knocking stuff off. Vanilla patchouli, vanilla lace, and sandalwood from L3. Let me smell this and see if I remember it. Yeah, so I did a night of lots of like patchoulis and sandalwoods and stuff like this. I did this one up here, and I quite enjoyed it. You know, it's definitely a sandalwood patchouli heavy blend. The vanilla lace is not super strong, but I feel like it just lifts it a little bit. Makes it a little bit brighter. Yeah, so I enjoyed this one. I do like a scent like that every now and then. So it was quite strong. I would possibly get that combo again. Like, it is good. And I like with those sorts of scents having a bit of variety. Like, I like them to be, I like having, you know, different combos of, you know, patchouli, sandalwood, vanilla sandalwood, Palo Santo, black amber, all of those sorts of scents. And this is another one actually. So Palo Santo, patchouli, black amber, and vanilla sandalwood. So it's like a whole bunch of those ones I just mentioned. This is really good, although I modeled this off a scoopable that I had. It was actually someone else's custom once. and it didn't quite turn out the same way. Something about the ratio just... There was something really magical about that scoopable that I had, and this one, it smells really good, but it just doesn't quite capture that magic, you know? There was a real warmth to that last one, but I don't quite know where that came from or why. But anyway, so this is still really good. It throws well. If I could get that previous combo to get it to turn out like that again, I would repurchase it. But like this, I probably don't need to get it again, but still. L3 Vanilla Butter Fudge, Cupcakes at Tiffany's, and Zucchini Bread. So this, it's not my combo. Someone else must have requested it. I do think they possibly were trying to get to that Martha Stewart scent from VCS, which is those oils. This smells similar, but not the same. I actually probably prefer this one a bit more now. I think at first I preferred the Vintage Chic Scents version, but this one, since the first time I melted it, I feel like the zucchini bread has really come out in the cure. And it smells really good. Because at first, if the Cupcakes at Tiffany's was stronger, that I wouldn't have enjoyed so much. But now I can smell a lot of zucchini bread. This is a really delicious bakery. It'd be interesting to throw brown sugar in this. I might try and get a brown sugar trig tart or something from L3 to get that Martha and Snoop scent. I love that Vintage Chic scent, Martha and Snoop. It is so good. But it just really has performance issues in my house. So, yeah, I would do... if I could get that scent in a version that throws, I would love it. But still, this is really delicious and it threw well. I would definitely get this. I actually did. I got a small scoop in this just recently. So, Super Tarts Arrow. So this is black pepper, moss, silver birch, peppermint, and rain. I love Arrow so much. One of the first ever scents I really fell in love with from Super Tarts, and I still love it just as much today as I did back then. Oh, it's just so incredible and fresh, and it's definitely got peppermint to it, but it's not overwhelming, so it probably isn't a very strong peppermint, because I get very easily overwhelmed by peppermint. But yeah, oh, it's incredible. I can't describe this well enough. You just have to try it. If you like fresh outdoorsy scents with peppermint, then 100% you have to try it. Super strong. Arrow is just incredible. So I did sweet macerated strawberries and vanilla butter fudge from Dessa's. Sweet macerated strawberries is sliced strawberries coated in sugar until the natural sweet syrup is released. Vanilla butter fudge is sweet cream, butter, vanilla extract. It says there is no chocolate or fudge in this. I don't know why it says there is no fudge when it is vanilla butter fudge. But anyway, this combo was incredibly good. This was so freaking good. A lot of it has to do with how much I love her sweet macerated strawberries. So I get so excited about this scent. I have to try not to overdo it because I don't want to get sick of it. But I have so many issues with strawberry scents. They either smell like gross chemicals, or they smell like lip smackers, or sometimes they smell good, but they still don't smell like strawberries. Like, there are some fresh picked strawberry oils. I've never had a fresh picked strawberry oil, for example, that I think smells like strawberries. Some of them I enjoy. They smell good, but they don't smell like strawberries. This is the only strawberry scent I think I've ever encountered that smells like the description. Sliced strawberries coated in sugar until the natural sweet syrup is released. Because I can smell actual tangy strawberries, but then coated, I can smell the sugar and the syrup. Like, I can smell all of that. 100%. Like, just so freaking spot on that I melt this on its own. I love it. But in blends as well. So I've done it in a blend now with lemon sugar cookies. Love that. And this was just so, because vanilla butter fudge, it's sweet, but to me it has an almost slightly bready, yeasty tone. So it doesn't actually smell super sweet fudgy. Like, it is sweet, but it's not overly sweet. So it was just the perfect combo for this. Like, it just created this amazing strawberry bakery scent. I was in absolute heaven. It was so, so good. Great throw. 100%. I might do these as a builder bar sometime. I probably don't need to do that though. Like I could just do it like this again, but anyway. Love that. Okay. Rose Girls Lemon Nilanol Cookies. Or Sicilian Lemon Nilanol Cookies. Sicilian lemon cookies with vanilla bean Noel and vanilla wafers. So this is a really nice lemon bakery. I really enjoy that Rose Girls Sicilian lemon cookies. It's just a really yummy lemon cookie scent. I don't know if the vanilla bean Noel and vanilla wafers are adding stuff that I really need or not. It's just a really yummy lemon bakery. It's not an pardon me, it's not an over-the-top lemon bakery, and it definitely leans a little bit more sweet than lemon, but not like sickly sweet. It's just really good. It throws well. I bought 3 muffins of that, and I've probably been melting through it fairly slowly, so possibly not a repurchase once I'm done, but I do enjoy it. Dessa's Pirates Voyage. So this is Pirates of the Caribbean inspired sea spray, aged woods, can smoke musty waters. This is very good. I've had this once before in like a shot cup. It just smells, you do get like those notes. You smell sea spray, you get the wood, you can smell musty water. Like it's aquatic, but it's just woody and yeah, very much like that. I don't know, it just smells like the description. I like it. It throws well. I possibly would get it again. I don't know. I mean, it's already a repurchase. I also did this one. So similar sort of thing. Pirates Water from Villainous Wax. That oceany, chemically smell we all love. So definitely kind of inspired by the same thing. And I get the chemical aspect across both of them. They are different, I would say. The Dessa's one almost has more of that almost kind of chemically musty tone. When I say chemically, it's kind of a good thing. Like it smells like a theme park, I guess. This one has more of a green kind of mossy aquatic feel to it. So it is also good. I also enjoy it, but they are a bit different, even though I think they're inspired by the same things. Good throw. Again, maybe I could repurchase it, but not like dying to, you know. Lemon cream pie, buttermilk pie from L3. This was good, but it pretty much just smelled like that lemon cream pie scent. Like, I find that lemon cream pie oil very overwhelming. I can smell the buttermilk pie in this on cold, because I can smell that kind of caramelly burnt sugar scent smell. But yeah, on warm, it just kind of smelled like lemon cream pie. So it was strong, but I probably wouldn't get it again just because, yeah, it just smelled like lemon cream pie. L3 Cherries on the Snow and Cranberry Marmalade and Boom Boom. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I'm not familiar with Cherries on the Snow, but I don't think I like it. It's a kind of sweet but medicinal cherry. The Cranberry Marmalade smells good, but there's definitely this kind of almost chemically tone that runs through this one. So, wasn't a huge fan. It threw well, but I wouldn't need to get that one again. L3 Oregon Autumn and Seattle Rain. Crisp, clean, fresh fallen leaves and a hint of rain. So, I love Oregon Autumn. This one was definitely, of all the Seattle Rain blends I did, this was the most tolerable because the Oregon Autumn, yeah, it has like, it's just this, it's really sweet and fresh, and it held up quite well against the Seattle Rain, but the Seattle Rain is still quite strong. So, I couldn't tell you, because I was just melting Seattle Rain all through the house, I couldn't tell you which of the blends did the worst on my head, because I just had a headache. So, hopefully not this one, because I do like that one, and it was quite strong. But yeah. Glitterati Barley Blue Surf. So, I'm not familiar with the notes on this one, but all I could think of when it was melting is that it smells like a fresher, more floral Beach Nights. I don't think it's actually meant to have like marshmallow or s'moresy notes like Beach Nights is meant to. But this really did remind me of some Beach Nights oils with more floral. And I actually quite liked it. Like, I know I've had some issues with some Beach Nights, but this was really pretty. I wouldn't want to melt it all the time. I feel like I could get sick of this one very quickly. But yeah, it was a really pretty, slightly, like, it smells like a beach night blend to me. It was pretty good throw. I did it in my lounge room. It threw well. I think I've got some Barley Blue Surf coming from Hayden Row, because I did want to play around with it some more. But I do think I need to be careful with that one. I definitely could overdo that scent. Roasted coffee, blueberry pumpkin patch and sugared shortbread from L3. I melted this up here today. It is really nice. I really enjoy this blend. You get a lot of the blueberry pumpkin, but sugared shortbread is a really good blender. I feel like it's quite underrated, like a bakery blender. You only just get the coffee. I didn't do a lot of coffee in this, so the coffee is barely there. It's really just a shortbread blueberry pumpkin scent, but there is a touch of it. So it's a really nice blend. Really enjoyed it. Great throw. I think if I was going to do this again, I would either do a lot more roasted coffee, or I would pick a stronger coffee blender. I know I've kind of been off coffee in scents lately, but I feel like this one just would have really benefited from a bit. When you've got blueberry in a scent, I feel like you can go stronger coffee, because you can't, I think it's really difficult to overwhelm a blueberry with coffee. Like, it always holds its ground. So, you know, I asked for the coffee in that one to not be super strong, because I haven't been enjoying super strong coffee scents. But I think in a blueberry scent, I can dial it up. Vintage Chic Scents Suspish. So Suspish is Nag Champa, Vanilla Sandalwood, Palo Santo, Black Linen, and Amber. So I did do a few of those kind of head choppy scents this week. And I do like this one. I wouldn't melt it all the time. Like Nag Champa, I enjoy it, but it's one of those things I reach for very occasionally and I don't go near for a while. You get a lot of the Nag Champa, but you get a lot of all of it. It all just kind of combines into a nice kind of sophisticated woody incense scent. So I enjoy it. This one does throw very strongly. I mean, I think Nag Champa scents always throw very strongly, but, you know, Vintage Chic Scents does not always, so that one is very strong. I don't think it's a repurchase, just because I feel like I have other blends in that sort of family that I enjoy more, but that one's fine. L3 Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Sugar Cookie Royale Vanilla Ice Cream. So, look, this one's okay. It's not a favourite. I don't like vanilla ice cream very much as a blender. It's a bit overly sweet and artificial. It just adds kind of sugar. Sweet vanilla-y sugar. So yeah, I normally like pumpkin pecan waffles. This is fine. Like, I like it, but I just have other pumpkin pecan waffle blends I like a lot more than this. I might melt this one again this week just to finish it off, because I am so close. It throws well, but yeah, not a repurchase. I think there's a few scents this week I might throw into next week's box, because I haven't picked next week's box yet. Normally, I pick it like on Thursday or Friday, but I just haven't. So L3 again, pumpkin pecan waffles, sugar cookie royale, and espresso. This one I've been holding on to it, and I think kind of hoarding it. I need to stop doing that. I need to just melt it, but I love it so freaking much. It's funny, just 1 cent oil difference from that last scent and just completely transforms. The espresso, like, it's not a strong coffee scent, but it just adds this depth to the pumpkin pecan waffles and the sugar cookie royale. It's just incredible. Every time I melt this one, it makes me happy. So I need to get some more of it. And I need to stop hoarding it, because I just love it so much. It always throws really strongly as well. I haven't melted that one in a while, because I don't know, I love it. Rose Girls Cooper Claus needs a latte. So espresso, baked zucchini bread, royal sugar cookies, and Gilligan's brew. So like I said when I talked about the one with whipped cream, I do like Cooper Claus needs a latte. It is a really good scent. It definitely did not need whipped cream added to it. It's just a really yummy bakery coffee. The coffee is not too strong. The bakery is quite yummy. It's really good. The slight coconutty touch from the Gilligan's brew is really nice too. This one, it threw pretty well, medium to high in my kitchen. This is another one I will get more of in the Mario the Mario Melters pre-order when she does it, because I do really like that. It's yeah, I'm finding, I think because I did get like one of the giant half pie things. I think with the Mario melters, with the scents that I like, one mini melted bag is a good quantity, because by the time the next pre-order comes around and then I finally receive it in like December or whatever, I will just be finishing up that bag probably. And the same thing with the Wicked Plumbers, the other one. So if I order mini melters, Mario melter bags in just those scents I really like, they probably last me about a year, and then I'm ready to order again, rather than having scents sit around for years and years. Dessa's Mainstream Waffles. So this is mouse-shaped waffles, melted butter, and thick maple syrup. Actually, I know I went in when it was melting, but I just don't remember it. But I also know I did remember it. I know it was throwing. I know there was a scent there, but I just didn't. It smells really good. It is really rich and very buttery, but in a good way. A while ago, I think I wouldn't have liked this blend, but now I do. But yeah, I just didn't stop to think about whether I liked what I was smelling or not, which is really weird. But anyway, so we'll comment on it next time, but I think it does smell good. Colours of the Wind from L3. So this is wild berries, raspberry whip, and pomegranate. So this was nice. I feel like it's not super strong. Yeah, it's a really pretty fruity blend. Like, it's a good mix of all of them. And the raspberry whip is a good raspberry because it is not floral. There is no floral in there. It's tangy. So it was good to be in there to kind of be very like, but I feel like her raspberry, which is a little bit floral, would not have been nearly as good in that. But yeah, sort of medium throw maybe. So I wish it did better, but it is a nice scent. Cranberry Marmalade, Black Cherry, Frosty Fizzy Bubbly from L3. This I do enjoy. So I did this one and the other Cranberry Marmalade scent together. And the other one I really don't like. This one is good though. The fizziness in the cherry and the cranberry, like, it's just this really nice, very fizzy scent. Frosty Fizzy Bubbly is one of the best fizzy scents out there too. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. It threw really well. I wouldn't need it in big quantities, but I would possibly get that one in a little quantity again. Cashmere Cedar, Black Sugar, and Charcoal Tonka from L3. This is really, really lovely. Every time I melt it, I'm like, ooh, I like this. It's that Cashmere Cedar. Cashmere Cedar is just one of my favourite scents. Like, it's not one I really go out of my way for, but whenever it's in a blend, I always love it. It's kind of body care-like, but it's also tree-like, but it's got this beautiful sweetness, really unique kind of, I don't know, it's a tree-like sweetness. That doesn't make any sense, but it does to me. It's not very heavy on the black sugar, I will say. It is there, but it's just, to me, this is Cashmere Cedar, but with depth. Like, it's really, really pretty. I did it in my bedrooms. It smelled great. It threw well. I would get that one again. Loved it. Nearly finished. So, no, a couple more over here. Gandalf from Super Tarts. So this one is Magically Delicious, like espresso and ice cream, I think. It's a really yummy, sweet coffee bakery scent. It's got the right combination of bakery and coffee for me. Fair bit of sweetness from like that ice cream, I think, but still really, really yummy. I really enjoy this one. Just one of my favourites, sort of straight up coffee bakery scents. Did I get the notes right on that? Is it Magically Delicious? I feel like I got the notes completely wrong on that. Yeah, anyway, it's a sweetened coffee. It might be Magically Delicious. And I can't believe I've melted that one so much and I feel like I just completely fudged the notes. It's a sweetened coffee bakery scent. Love it. Lord of Mordor from Super Tarts. So this one is Leather Orange Black Pepper. I really enjoy this scent. Whenever I smell it cold, I'm always like, I feel like that's going to be a bit much, a bit abrasive. It's going to hurt my nose. It's going to hurt my head. I always love it. It's got such a deep orange, like, it's like an orange essential oil. And you can smell the leather, but it's just blended so well. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's a very unique scent. I've never smelled anything like this from another vendor. Oh, I feel like I've smelled some that I've tried, but can't blend it the way that this is just blended so well. Great throw, 100% will get it again. I don't reach for it very often because I always feel like I'm not going to enjoy it, but every time I melt it, it's always a good time. Pet Cemetery, which is now called Morning Walk, I think. Brisk Air, Morning Dew, Fall Leaves, Amber and Dirt. This is a like these days, but not a love. I think I used to love it. These days, I'm just not so much into those really realistic dirt scents, but I used to be. This one is good because it is balanced out by the amber and the fresh air aspects. So it's good for that, but it still is, you know, definitely a dirt scent, you know. It throws medium for me now. I don't think it's a repurchase. I have repurchased it a few times, and I just haven't been reaching for it, so... And then the last thing this week was K Beach Nights. So Toasted Mellow Sea Breeze, Sea Salt Breeze, and Chocolate Graham Cracker. So I don't know who's got the right beach, like the authentic beach nights, and who doesn't. I have gotten... I don't know, maybe I'm turning again, because I enjoyed this. I've had some beach night scents that I've really struggled with. Some of the really popular ones too, like Teddy Bees. I don't know, something about it just turns me off these days. And I never really enjoyed Sassy Girl Aromas either, and those are often the two that people talk about liking the most. And I couldn't tell you how this one is different, but it smells different. And it smells really good. It smells like the notes, but not really with a strong chocolate note. I think I like them when you get a bit more salty sea breeze than the other stuff. And you definitely get that, but there's something else about this one. I don't know. But I enjoyed it. It threw well. I would probably get it again. And I would probably blend with it too, actually. That's it. That's everything that I melted this week. So fair bit. I can't decide whether I'm going to sort of sit down and pick my melts for next week or not, because I still haven't done that. I think I said that before. But I am quite tired as well because we've had a big day. So pondering whether I start picking melts or if I just go to bed. But anyway, I hope you're all doing really well. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.